everyone. This is Maureen Kamal coming live from the weDevs studio today. It's it has been a while since I got to come on air and interact with you. So it is a pleasure for me today. And it just goes to show that it is also a special day today. But keeping it for later. For anyone who is new to the WordPress community as well as weDevs, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Mihrin Kamal, and I'm a digital marketing executive on the weDevs team. I work in handling campaign planning, copywriting, and email marketing. And today, on the eve of WordPress's 20th year anniversary, we have some interesting conversations that we have planned for you guys, especially talking and kind of dissecting what WordPress is, as well as how it has shaped the CMS structure, as well as website building technicalities. So before I share that, I would like to introduce my colleagues today, Shah Jamil Bhuya, or you can call him Niloy, onto the screen with me.
Hello everyone, this is Niloy. So I've been working on this field for almost 2.5 years, and I've been working on WordPress for almost 1.5 years. And nice to meet you everyone. This is my first time coming to this webinar from WordPress actually, and I was actually surprised because I was actually very nervous about this whole webinar thing because this was my as you know this is my first time coming to live. And it's not that bad actually, Mary, because I was thinking I will go mad or shocked, but it's actually fun. And okay, so as for my introduction, so as Marin already said, my colleagues call me Niloy, so I am Niloy, and I'm currently working as digital marketing executive in WeDevs, and I'm currently looking over three products of WeDevs: WP ERP, AppZero, and WordPress Project Manager. And I think was my introduction. And I have another colleague with me in this webinar, and he's none other than Radnahian Shiraz. So please, Radnahian Shiraz, give us your introduction.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Raj Shiraj and I am the social media marketing specialist at weDevs. So I look after all the social media platforms along with product marketing. Also, I look after copywriting and paid media marketing. So I've been working in this field for the past 4 years, and I am actually doing social media marketing here in weDevs. I hope this conversation is going to be very interesting because it's the occasion of WordPress 20th birthday. Moving on to Marion, let's see what we have.
Of course, like Rad already said, today is a very special day indeed. It is 20 years that WordPress has been created and has been operating, and slowly but interestingly changing the way that customers or WordPress community interacts. And it's such a beautiful community as well. They the WordPress community, if you're new to it, is such a close-knit community where everyone is helping out each other, and it only goes to show that after all it is open source, but it's more about building on each other and helping others succeed and not just yourself. So I think that makes such a beautiful community in WordPress. And just to give you a little background, WordPress was built in 2003 as a blog building website and CMS platform, but over the years it has expanded and shifted to include so much more. Now, any business owner or any person who wants to give their creativity a place, they can do that with WordPress. Whether it is building a website just for blogs, or if it's a travel blog where you want to add pictures, or if it's a portfolio website where you just want to give your credits, give your qualifications a place, a beautiful place to for entrepreneurs or other people to look at, you can do that very easily. And it's just giving your creativity and innovations a place of blank canvas, if you may, to paint on. So it's so beautiful. And entrepreneurs, they can use it for building an e-commerce website or managing for any company for them to manage their HR or CRM. So it's just beautiful. And also, of course, project management. How can I forget that? It's our product. So I'm very excited today, and we are very excited to talk about it. So, how would you like to, of course, all of us, but how would you, Niloy and Rod, like to give our viewers an idea of how you got started with WordPress and your personal journey with it?
Well, this is a very special occasion. This is actually a very, very special occasion. It's the 20th birthday of WordPress is coming, and we're here in live. So, talking about WordPress, it is actually giving so much flexibility to the people who are using WordPress around the world. WordPress is actually giving so much flexibility to the people who are new entrepreneurs who want to build a site, who want to build a blog site, anything, anything. They just don't need any coding. They just need WordPress. And WordPress is so amazingly doing this for past 20 years. What do you think, Niloy? How amazing WordPress is, and I know that you have a very interesting story about learning the WordPress. Can you please tell me how you learned WordPress?
Yes, of course, of course. So, before I joined weDevs and started working on WordPress, I was actually working on the competitors of WordPress, Wix and Weebly. So, I actually worked on these platforms because of my extracurricular activities, and everybody, told me that Weebly, Wix, these are much easier, much cost effective and all. So, I was young, I was full, and I listened to everyone, and I actually worked on those things. But after, I when I started my professional journey and joined WeDevs, I started working on WordPress, and I was actually bamboozled. I didn't know this was so easy, and this was much more cost effective than any other platforms I've ever worked on. And I honestly think there is a reason WordPress is still, powering over 80, 90, or I don't know how many percentages at the current moment they are, but we do know that they are the majority and they are the powerhouse of, internet. So this was my origin story of WordPress, and I thought, I actually thought this whole thing would be very costly and it would take me over a year to learn. But when I started this, it took me less than a month for all the basic grasp to all the basic things, and a month more to understand the technical things of WordPress. And this whole journey was very interesting to me, and from competitor to now one of the WordPress main contributors, I'm actually very in love with WordPress now, right now. Actually. And this was my origin story of WordPress, and I want to know about Marin's WordPress journey as well, because we still didn't heard about it. Marin, come on, please tell us.
Thank you, Niloy. My journey has not been as experienced as Niloy and Rod's. I actually started off very new to website building. As someone who hasn't done that before, I just think it's a very complicated approach. And as someone who also saw just the front end, I thought it was going to be simple, but with a little bit of coding needed. But after I joined weDevs, I got to know that it's not as complicated, and you definitely do not need to code. There are so many plugins and themes to help you out. The themes was definitely a big help to give the look that I wanted. And with every individual changes that I wanted, I had plugins like Elementor to help me out. And also, like working on the Dokkan team, I got to know about e-commerce and how much as a business person you can do with, well, WordPress. Because there was so much like whether it's building a product or say selling a product like t-shirt, you can create different attributes like half sleeves and long sleeves, and even place like what kind of material they are, and then again also have so many options for shipping rates. So just it's so much you can do, but basically not much that you have to do like in technical aspects. You had it all done for you. So I think that really helps a lot of entrepreneurs who are stuck not being able to kind of achieve their dreams of creating an online marketplace or whatever. Even for companies who want an easy solution where they don't have to be worried about complexity in managing their employees like us. Manage employee management, as well as there's CRM, so you can also help nurture your customers properly, and so much more like project management, like I was saying before. So yeah, there's so much that I was so unaware of, and coming to WordPress, I realized that the scopes are endless. So it's been wonderful.
Well, I need to say this because when there is a problem, there is a solution. And WordPress is the perfect example for this, because whenever you face a problem, there's a plugin to help you out. So in WordPress, there is no problem, only solution. So talking about solution, weDevs is actually providing so much solutions in this. So I would like to know to Marin, from Marin, can you please tell me what kind of solution is weDevs providing?
Of course. So, if you want to start off by someone who wants to build a simple solution, a simple blog website, they can do that with our solution, WP User Frontend. So, that helps with creating a blog site and gaining and nurturing your visitors. But when you want to expand it into e-commerce site, you can easily do that from your blog website. So you can just build on that. So and then you can use Dokkan for that. So that's my team. So I'm excited about it. But basically, with Dokkan, you can easily turn your website into an e-commerce site, and then you can have different things you can do. There are different plans as well. So there is a beginner one, which is free of cost. So it lets you do, it lets you sell products right away, and you don't have to pay anything. So you can get your site up and running and also start selling. But then as you expand and get bigger, there are different plans like starter, professional, and enterprise, all of which currently in the celebration of WordPress's 20th anniversary, we have a sale going on. So anyone who's interested, you should check it out. And that's just for all our products. So yeah. And then there's Dokkan. So Dokkan is for e-commerce owners and for companies who want a simple solution for making their operation easier when it comes to employees and customers. There is WPERP Enterprise. It has HR solutions. There are CRM solutions. So, and the best part about that is that you can just pick and choose whichever one you want. So yeah,
I think on WP ERP, Nila is working on it, and I think
yeah,
he has something to tell about this. Nila, please tell us something about WP ERP.
yeah. Give us your insights.
Yes, of course, of course. Thank you for the floor. So as you know, so let's clarify one thing. So what's actually ERP? ERP is actually an enterprise resource planning solution, and we are the name of our ERP made by weDevs is called WP ERP. It has HRM, CRM, and accounting modules integrated with it, and a project manager also comes for the with the package. And it had we when I first started on WP ERP, I actually had no idea about ERP and all, and I actually never thought about if any companies need ERP or not. I usually thought only HRM or only accounting is enough for any company. Like, what else do you need? You need HR people and accounting people for the salary. Come on, I want the salary to I want my salary, right? So I think this was my first impression about why we need ERP or not. But when I gradually started working on ERP, I was not really sure like how is this going to help. But when I saw all the 23 modules of ERP, for example, let's go with advanced lead management, I didn't know that only for managing just basic leave management, it would need so much, you know, process from HR to employee to management level. So I when I first saw everything on these type of modules, I was very surprised, and I was actually very happy too, because I was working on this. And this is was just one. I'm just talking about one more. I'm just talking about one extension. There are 22 more, so I will just go over the a few of the things. And let's go with accounting. So many business have problems with the accounting modules, and it's it's actually normal, because not everyone is accounting professionals like us, or any other accounting degree one. Everyone has problem with their tax, everyone has problem with their invoice, everyone has problem with payroll. And we on WP we provide those solutions. Just one click, one tap, you just set up everything on when you install WP, and you can do everything. And as for CRM, customer relationship is one of the most important thing in business. For us marketers to sales to even the developers who have to understand what our customer wants. CRM is actually very important for everyone, for every company, for every people. And with WP you are getting everything on one single product: HRM, CRM, and accounting. And we have integration with very big companies like HubSpot, Helpdesk, and awesome support for everything goes smooth in this WP everything. And so this was my take on WPRP, and currently I'm working on it. And for we are on a campaign right now. If you guys already know about it, and it only starts at $9 for now, and it's on user-based price. So you only pay for how many people are working in your company. So yes, this was my take on WPRP, and I want to pass to Mary for the more other about.
Well, Marin, before going into that, let's talk about if someone wants to build a plugin. So, what they need to do actually, because WordPress is a big industry, and everyone wants to come in WordPress field. So, yeah, suppose if someone wants to build a plugin, so what they need to do actually, and I think I have some my opinion to how to build a plugin. So I have some steps to follow. So I would like to share to you all, people who are watching new. It will be helpful for you to build a WordPress plugin. You need to follow some general steps. Let me tell you those. First of all, you need to set up a local development environment, just because to install WordPress on your local machine, like XAMPP, AMP, to create the development environment first. And when you are ready with that, plan your plugin. So it's the second step. So actually, you need to define the functionality purpose of your plugin, identify the specific features. It will also help you how it will integrate with WordPress. So consider those things first. And then you should create a folder, and like WordPress plugin dictionary, a new folder with a unique name. And then you should start to create the main plugin file. So when you're trying to create the main plugin file, the folder will house your full plugin files, and then there will be all those descriptions and all the details are available in there. And then you need to add functionalities. So start writing the code, implement the design functionality for your plugin. And WordPress provide a wide range of hooks, action, and filters to allow you interact with the core system. And then when you're ready with that, test your plugin. It's very important. So test all the function, test scenarios, inputs, ages, classes, everything, and then document your plugin. You need to create a beautiful documentation, provide clear instruction what you're doing with this plugin, what the problem you're solving, and then when you're ready with that, you need to maintain and update your plugin every single time, because when you have uploaded a product, there will be bugs and you need to fix it, because it's very important. So many users will use this and you need to solve this problem on a regular basis. I think that's a key to building a successful site. Well, I just talk about how to build a plugin, but there is a solution provided by weDevs. All the developers out there, there's a solution for you guys, and that is called Appsero. Appsero is one of the uh, popular helping hand for all the developers out there, and I think Niloy can say more about Appsero and what Appsero is and how it's actually solving so many problems for all the developer out there.
Yeah, very nice of you, Mr. Rath, to ask this question to me. Very slicky. So, of course, thank you for the opportunity to talk about AppZero. I've been working on AppZero for past 7 to 8 months, and as Mr. Rath already said, this is a plugin management tool for developers. It's one of our SaaS solutions from weDevs, and I think uh, it's it's a very helpful tool for every developer. So, as you already know, developing anything is really complex, and it's a very time-consuming thing, especially for WordPress plugins or themes. Of course, it takes more time. You have to work on from scratch to everything to market. One of the most important things for every developer or every product owner or product manager is the management of licensing. Without your software license or plugin license, you can't use the you can use your WordPress plugin in your customers. So what does Appsero do? What Appsero does is they provide a licensing solution. So when you integrate Appsero in your website or your selling platform, and you sell and when you sell your product or WordPress plugins or themes to your customers, Appsero will help you with the licensing. You don't have to do anything if you are using other platforms like EDD or WooCommerce or even any other available options there. Everything will be managed directly from Appsero. Another important thing for any developer is continuously updating your plugin. And usually you have to do it from GitHub or GitLab. With Appsero, you don't have to do that. You just have to you can automatically deploy any updates straight from Appsero dashboard, and you can do it without any hassle. And of course, there's always analytics. You need to understand how your product is helping your customers, how where is your customers are facing problems with your plugin, what kind of environment your customers are using your plugin, and you can get all of that with Appsero. Appsero has a built-in dashboard for every analytics. You can see which WordPress version your customers are using, or which PHP language these uh, WordPress plugins are installed or themes are installed, and what kind of themes or plugins are more compatible with your product. So I think for every product owner or developer, Appsero is one of the best solution available in the market for this. And of course, we have to market these plugins. You can do this from Appsero as well. Appsero has integration with many other email marketing solutions like MailChimp, MailJet, and of course, Wemail. So interesting fact about Wemail, and I think you all know that Wemail is another product of our WeDev. And currently, Wemail was handled by none other than our Mr. Naznahian Shiraz. He used to work on Wemail before he was shifted into Dukan. So I think Mr. Rat can give us a more beautiful insights about Wemail. So Mr. Rat, please tell us more about Wemail.
Thank you, Niloy. And as a digital marketer, I always prefer email marketing. And what solution is Wemail providing? Oh God. Email marketing simplified with WordPress in a single word. Wemail helps you to send beautiful emails, grow subscriber list, promote services, and sell products within your WordPress dashboard. And it actually preferred with your your preferred email sending gateway. So you can actually customize your sending gateway, don't need to take any hassle. So there are so many features, countless features are available in Wemail, like automations, like you can customize your email, and you can you can schedule your email to your preferred time. So there are so many features, and all the features, it is available on getwemail.io. You'll get all to know all the features about it. And talking about email marketing, there's an email marketing specialist in here with us, and she actually look after the email marketings. So I would like to know, actually she is using Wemail for a very long time, and she is actually know all the things about Wemail. So before going that, I would like to ask Mehreen about it. So how Wemail marketing is helping her, and what's the importance of Wemail email marketing in WordPress product marketing?
Thank you, Rad. I was getting excited about talking about it and excited as what you were speaking. So basically, with email, there is a lot you can do, and I was just checking off lists of things that if Rod like said it, or I should say it. So there are things like you can even test out emails. So by sending A/B tests, like checking out whether it is you want to test like an email subject line, or whether it's a design that you want to check out. So you can do like A/B tests and see what brings more, say, for example, like whatever your KPI is, whether it is open rates for subject lines or click rates. So you can check that out with email as well. And as for designing, we have custom designs made that comes with Vmail, but as well we can also offer things like there is a inbuilt timer, so it's very helpful when you're doing things like campaign marketing, where you give your customers an idea of the when the campaign's going to end, so the timer. And then there is different blocks, text blocks and all that, image blocks, which is very helpful. So whatever you imagine your email to look like, your customers, you can just get that on a paper, or for example email. And then the best part also about it is that you can preview the emails once you have created it, instead of just sending it and then realizing something went wrong. So there is preview emails where you just preview what it looks like on the customer end on the browser, or and it's mobile responsive as well, so it gives you a mobile responsive view of how it's going to look in a mobile phone. And you can also send test mails, so unlimited test mails. So you can just send the email to whatever, for example, yourself or your colleagues, to kind of give you a feedback. So you can just do that too. So there are a number of capabilities. There's also automations you can run, or you can also have forms on your website. So for example, if you have a blogging website, you can create a form to collect emails of your leads or site visitors with Gmail, and then they are just if you do it right, or if you plan it accordingly, you can set trigger points, and then you can get those emails into an automation, and it will just act as you kind of direct email to do. So if someone is interested, say for example, in an ebook, and you set up Vmail accordingly, so there will be automatically put into a customer journey where after they get the ebook, they'll be sent more informative information about that certain ebook or that topic. So it's very helpful if you want to nurture your customers and give them very helpful, insightful information about your content. Yeah. Um, so, if we move along and talk more about WordPress, I was thinking while I was talking about email and all these keywords that we're using, that there might be some customers who are or some viewers who are new to WordPress. So, as we have information about WordPress, having used it for a while, do you have any suggestions or advice for those who are looking to get into WordPress?
Well, actually, I have. And just a couple of days ago, we just attended a WordCamp. Well, WordCamp, it is an occasion where all the contributors, all the people around the world who contributed in WordPress, who wants to know about WordPress, they gather together, and they we had a conference there. We had so many fun there. We actually get to know WordPress better. We actually can build connections. So just a few days ago, I had my first WordCamp, and it was in Sylhet. What a beautiful event it was! It was such an amazing event, such a memorable journey it was. So as my first WordCamp, I was so excited. I have done so many things that I have never done before, and there are so many memories. I'll talk about the memories, but there is a beautiful thing in WordCamp available, that is building connection with different people around the world, and the most important part is collecting swags. And I know Niloy has got some beautiful swags from so many other teams and companies. I would like to know how many swags that you collected, Niloy.
Yeah, of course, I will brag about that one. I actually collected 10 t-shirts from other companies, three notepads, three mugs, two pens, some wristbands, some keyrings, and many things. And I also did duty in our weDev stall as well with Mr. Raj. And I did everything. I did, I collected swags. I I worked on stalls with Raj and Shiraz. I connected with many people. I talked with many people, and when I went for swags collection or however you want to call it, I actually talked with many people from our different companies, and I was actually surprised how they thought about their work process, and we do our work. For example, I met with a designer and I asked him about how he does his landing page design, thinking the customer in mind. And the insights he gave me was very different from how I usually work or how we work here. And I learned something new about landing page copywriting from him, and that was something I could have never learned if I never went to any WordCamp or any other meetup. So it's not just about the swag. It's not just about managing stalls, or it's not just about connection. It's what you learn from these people when you talk with them. And I think this is something. If you are new to WordPress or even you are a veteran to WordPress, you should definitely go to any kind of WordCamp, meetup, or just connect with people. You will never know what kind of things you might learn or what kind of thought process they might possess, and this will definitely change your perspective and improve the way you do your work. And this is something I actually thought this would be just I was actually going for swag collection, but instead of swag I got you know beautiful learnings and beautiful connections with many people.
And this was
And this was
my
my experience in work and select.
So, I had a very good experience, and of course, for every learning opportunity, there should be incentives like swags. But yeah, anyone who's new to WordPress, the beauty of WordPress, I would say, is the community. It's so well knit, and everyone's so focused on helping each other. It's not about just themselves, and that's so beautiful. Honestly, like everyone sends in like pull requests or feature requests to help each other build. And it's so fun when we get feedback from people asking us to introduce new things and such. Also, developers also have the ability to give us like help us out with
Well,
like different.
Marin, as you're saying that we get to learn new things,
Yeah.
in WordCamp there are so many sessions, and
Yeah.
in those sessions are really interesting. And I would like to know all the audience that from WeDevs there were three speakers uh, who spoke on that WordCamp. One of them was Sabira Islam. She talked about neuroscience in content marketing, and there's another person called Saif Hassan. He's our lead product manager, and he talked about the product management stuffs. And the last person who spoke for our from our WeDevs, he was Atiguro Mantonmoy, the head of marketing of WeDevs. He talked about the localization in WordPress part. So from those are the three sessions who participated from WeDevs, and there are so many people others who talk so many beautiful things, so many important things that we get to learn. So it was so amazing, and that WordCamp. So moving on, this is the occasion of WeDev's WordPress 20th birthday. So I would like to ask Marion, what actually WeDevs, how actually WeDevs is celebrating WordPress 20th birthday? Can you please let the audience know?
Of course. So um, the thing is, WordPress is has been the foundation of weDevs because we are based on WordPress. All our products are. So we are incredibly happy to celebrate the one platform which gave us a voice and so many entrepreneurs that we have been able to help out. It all comes down to WordPress. So it is a celebration that is so close to us, and as such, we are hosting a campaign of 50 up to 50% discount on all our products. So if you go to the weDevs coupon page, that is www.weDevs.com/coupons, you can see all our products are on discount and the percentages of each discount. So yeah, we just want to give back to our community since we already get so much from it. So we would love for you to check all that out and get some benefits in return. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the information that you guys were waiting
We were
for.
excited about too. We all three of us was so excited to tell you guys this. We have been holding it in.
Exactly. So we're coming very close to end this discussion. And before ending up this discussion, I would like to hear last words from two of our members, and then I'll say something, and we'll end up. What do you say, Mary?
Sounds perfect. So I would, as the concluding remarks, I would really love to inform all of you that we love hearing back from our viewers and community. So we have multiple platforms for you guys to kind of give us feedback or reach out to us because we love hearing from you, whether it is negative, positive, feature requests, whatever, because the interaction makes us closer and better. So I would love for you to reach out to us, to our support team, or leave comments on our Facebook page or messages on Facebook or however feels convenient to you. And we would love to help you out in any way possible. And there is also webinars where you can come and comment or reply back to our emails. And I will get back to you because you know. So yeah, I would love to hear back from you, and that is what we look forward to when it comes to community building. Yeah, Nila, do you have anything to add to that?
Yes, of course. So as you know, Mr. Raz already said about WordPress birthday and discounts about our products. I'd like to tell everyone that we are offering up to 50% of on all our products, and you can check our coupon page. You can just go check individually in our products from Dokan to WPARP to AppSero to Wemail to Happy Add-ons. Every product has up to 50% discounts, and I want all of you to celebrate the WordPress anniversary, 20th anniversary with us. And I think this is a perfect opportunity for you guys who are not, starting on WordPress yet. This is the perfect opportunity to start working on your WordPress skills, or get started with WordPress. And you can also check out the wordpress.org for any other information, or weDevs.com for any other information for only WordPress. And this was from me. And for the final conclusion, let's go to Mr. Raj.
Well, uh, this is it, and we're at the end of this conversation. I would like to thank from the bottom of my heart to all the contributors, all the communities of WordPress, to give us such a platform to build our dreams into reality. And I would like to say the final words together, we three, along with you guys. Happy birthday, WordPress.
Happy birthday, WordPress, I guess.
Happy birthday, WordPress. And as such, I would like to end today's webinar. And it was really nice to have you, Aniloy and Raj, on the show, on the webinar, live with me, sharing the stage with me. Because honestly, even if it isn't nerve-wracking for Nilay, it is a little bit for me. So I'm so glad that you guys were here with me, helping me out when I'm struggling, as well as informing all of our lovely community about WordPress and weDevs. So I look forward to working with you guys again on the webinars. And yeah, that's it for everyone who came and showed us support and love. And I would like to thank you, Sabira Islam and Naimur Rahman, for your comments on our live stream. I would love for more people to comment or give us whatever you're thinking about while on the webinars. And I would love for you to also keep your eye on our webinar page to catch the latest webinars. There is also um, a, a form where you can fill out if you have special requests for webinars. So we would love to hear back from you. Let us know, and goodbye.
Goodbye.